5%. Yes, this week we've hit 5% on the 10-year yield. It's the highest that we've seen it in 17 years, which has caused mortgage rates to rise to 8%. And I'm going to summarize basically what Joe Cabral from CMG Capital Markets, how he summarized this last week very, very well. So he basically said, good riddance to a pretty brutal week in the markets. Friday doesn't seem to be shaping up much better than the preceding days this week, but equities fell and oil toppled $90 a barrel on a concern that the war between Israel and Hamas may widen to a regional conflict. He added that investors were rattled by reports of more clashes in the Middle East, with the Pentagon saying it's seen an increase in drone attacks in Iraq and Syria. An American destroyer also shot down cruise missiles and drones launched by Yemen-based militants that were headed towards Israel. He also added that traders were also parsing the latest batch of third quarter corporate results, which was a turbulent week in the markets. And the Middle East events has driven volatility in oil prices and pushed investors out of riskier assets into havens like gold. At the same time, the 10-year Treasury yield has soared 30 points as traders positioned for higher for longer interest rates from the Federal Reserve to cool inflation. Chairman Powell suggested Thursday that the Fed is inclined to hold rates steady again in its next meeting while it watches the key growth data. So that was a very, very good summary from Joe Cabral. I'm not going to go into any more. In fact, in the mortgage world, I'll just talk to you about a condo that we got done this week that another lender would not close. We have an excellent condo department that is very current on what is happening in the condo world. In fact, mark your calendar for a webinar that I'm doing on November 7th at 10 a.m. to just talk about condos. Also, take a look at the attached Cal Haffa Dream for All program. We're taking loans in right now for this to get pre-approved under this program. They've made some changes. You're going to have to register in their portal, and you will get randomly selected. You'll get a voucher, and you'll have to close or actually find a house in 90 days. But you have to get pre-approved so that we can make sure that you fit the guidelines, which they've kind of tightened up a little bit. So call me if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. If you have any questions, I will be around. So see you next week, and we'll talk soon.